Hello everyone, I'm Brandon, and I will be discussing ways in which collaborative learning management systems can be integrated into the classroom. I will be conducting this via Google Hangouts on air. However, there are other opportunities to be using apps such as Skype to help facilitate similar discussions. Skype is a great tool that can be accessed via computer, tablet, or mobile phone, and allow users to place calls, conduct group video calls, instant message, and even screen share in order to give great presentations online. Now, one question that you may have is, what is a learning management system? Well, learning management systems range from systems that can be used for training and educational records, software for distributing online or blended hybrid college courses over the internet, and they can have many different features. A learning management system has already been used to enable many universities, school programs, organizations to develop, assign, and track online learning. LMS, or the Learning Management System, is really just the framework that handles all aspects of the learning process. So it's really just that infrastructure that delivers and manages instructional content, identifies and assesses individual and organizational learning or training goals, and tracks the progress towards meeting those goals. It helps educators to collect data, so whether that's through polls, it could be through submissions online, and then to provide that feedback. So basically, a learning management system is really just an online virtual classroom where students can interact with one another, submit work, and receive feedback on an almost instantaneous basis. Highlight the main differences between Edmodo and Wikispaces. Well, Edmodo and Wikispaces are two distinct learning management systems with varying features. Utilizing the CSAM framework, it was easy to identify the ways in which each app is suited or is not suited for collaborative learning. Now, in order to best demonstrate this, I'm going to screen share and show you the results that I come up with when looking at the CSAM framework and the way that it can be used to analyze Wikispaces versus Edmodo, which are two different learning management systems. Now, let me see if I can just pull this up here. Here we are. Okay, so when we're looking at Wikispaces for being collaborative, users can contribute to a class newsfeed, participate in discussions via threaded reply, utilize Office 365 programs with multiple editors. Educators can collaborate with students to provide feedback on projects, assignments, and contributions. And all members of the class work collaboratively to build the wiki. Comparing that with Edmodo, students can communicate with the teacher. Parents can view information sent from the teacher or from their child and can send messages to their child and the teacher. And students can post to a group, but they cannot post to one another. As far as Wikispaces being situated, the wiki can be created such that it is situated in a real-world context by developing assigned tasks that are such. For example, developing a wiki that explores the history of a local community, or using the newsfeed to replicate other social media platforms, and educators can therefore use that to teach digital citizenship. As far as Edmodo is concerned, situated primarily being used for assignment submission, quiz taking, feedback from the teacher. So it really lacks the ability to situate the platform in a real-world context, other than the fact that kind of online learning platforms are certainly leading the way for future, kind of the future of education. So it could be seen as being situated in that context. Wikispaces being active, students are the creators of the wiki, and as such, they're actively developing the content. Students are involved in social newsfeed, providing the ability to respond in real time to their peers. Students can work solo or in a team to complete assigned tasks. As far as Edmodo is concerned, students can complete quiz online, submit assignments, create profile, and earn badges. And then when we're looking at the Wikispace as being a mobile platform, students can be actively engaged on the platform during class and after school. Students can contribute via browser, tablet, or phone, can connect with other students, guests, and community members who are invited remotely. And as far as Edmodo is concerned, it's accessible on BYOD via apps for Android, iPad, iPhone, Windows, as well as desktop platform. Students can submit assignments after class and take quizzes from home or other locations. And so I think that when using the CSAM framework, it was a great opportunity to really kind of delve into how that framework could be used to analyze other applications. And so in my personal opinion, using the CSAM framework, it was easy to see that Wikispaces perhaps provides a more rich and engaging online learning management system. Provide an example of how a learning management system can increase collaboration in the classroom. So in order to do that, I'm going to turn over to a few educators' websites who really explain the ways that they've used both Wikispaces and Edmodo in their classrooms. And so I think that it's a great, great resource to be looking at how other educators have utilized these platforms. So we're going to turn it over here, and we're going to look at here we are at Mrs. Ron Cohn's Wikispace here. She talks about 6 ways that she's used a wiki. And as you can see here, the number 1 item is team collaboration. I think that's very important to show the team collaboration, and when we're looking at collaborative apps, Wikispaces definitely brings that together. So for example, using a template where then students can kind of build their own unique Wikispace off of that template, researching information and adding it to the wiki page, and then together as a class, you're building that kind of more thorough document. Another way to use it would be to show what we know. So showing off what they've learned in a unit by setting up a wiki where every student has their own wiki page, and then writing some kind of a topic based on that. What's really nice about the wiki too is that there's a whole bunch of widgets that can be added in. So if students want to add pictures or video, etc., they can easily do that. Another option for using a wiki is to use it more so students can kind of build their own page and use that as their kind of personal web page to record thoughts on what they've learned in the day. It could be a journal as a file keeper, so using that to upload documents that they'll need to access at home. So it really brings everything to one central location. Now we're going to turn over to look at Edmodo. Here is a page called How I Use Edmodo, Brilliant Ideas from Teachers. I really like the first one here, looking at the science fair exhibition hall. So creating a science fair group and sending everyone in the school the group code so they can view PowerPoints, video summaries, etc. So kind of creating that virtual online learning experience. There's other ideas here, like creating a 21st century field trip. So instead of taking worksheets along, have students, perhaps chime into polls that would be accessed on their mobile devices. You could do things like a data tracking diary, so using it as a filter on your calendar. Students can enter daily data points on the calendar, the growth of plants, weather charts, countdown spring break, etc., and then filter the calendar so that they show only these entries. So I think there's a lot of things that can be done on both the Wikispaces and the Edmodo platform. I think it just takes some time to kind of get acquainted with these kind of platforms. And I think that it also takes some time to work on that digital citizenship piece so that students are aware of kind of their responsibilities and how to best utilize the platform. So those are kind of a summary of Edmodo and Wikispaces. Please visit our website to find out more.